Hi, my name is Minakshi. I recently returned from a solo trek to Annapurna Base Camp. No guide, no porter, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. From snow-capped mountains to tall waterfalls, quiet forests to brutal stairs, this trail had it all. So, if this sounds like your kind of adventure, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll walk you through the entire itinerary, what to pack, approximate budget, best time to visit, and whether you should go solo or book through an agency. So let's start. Let's talk about best time to trek. The best seasons are spring, which is March to April, or you can go in autumn, which is September to November. I did mine in May, right at the end of the spring, so weather was mostly pleasant, skies were clear in the morning, but post-noon we used to experience heavy showers. If you are somebody who prefers peace and fewer people, you can consider going in shoulder months like early March or late November. I would personally avoid trekking in monsoon like in July and August. The trail can get very slippery and dangerous too at points. So in short, the best months are March, April, September and November. Now, the itinerary. Let me take you through the day-by-day breakdown of my route. Took an early morning bus from Pokhara to Nayapul. The trek began from Nayapul and I hiked all the way to Ulleri. It was a long first day and the climb to Ulleri was no joke. It's a steep uphill with hundreds of stone steps, but a good warm-up for the upcoming days. It usually takes 4 to 5 hours to reach Ulleri, but it can totally differ depending on your pace. On day 2, I trekked from Ulleri to Ghorepani. This is approximately 8 kilometers and took me 4 hours. Hike to Ghorepani is comparatively easier and shorter. Day 3 was very long. I woke up at 4 am for the sunrise hike to Poon hill and it did not disappoint. The golden light falling on mountains was surreal. After taking it all in, I descended and continued trekking to Tadapani. Today was 9-kilometer hike and took me 5 hours to reach the destination. On day 4, I made my way to Chhomrong village. A peaceful village with a stunning view of Nayapul peak. But be warned, this day has a lot of steep ascents and descents. Day 5 was probably the hardest. It took me 7 hours to reach the next village called Himalaya. And finally, the day I had been waiting for, the final push. I passed Nayapul Base Camp and the landscape completely changed after that. Fewer trees, open sky and snow-capped peaks. The push surely wasn't easy, but reaching the ABC felt like a dream. I stayed the night at base camp to witness the golden peaks in the morning. On day 7, after soaking in the beautiful sunrise views, I started my descent and stayed at Bamboo for the night. Be warned, coming down is maybe faster but definitely not easier. On day 8, I climbed down to Jhinu Danda village, which is famous for its natural hot springs. Trust me, after 7 days of trekking, that dip in water felt like heaven. The next day, I again trekked for 15-20 minutes and then I took a taxi back to Pokhara. So this was the route I followed, but if you are short on time, then you can also start your trek from Ghandruk or Jhinu Danda and skip the Poon hill route. This will save you a day or two. You can pause the video and take a screenshot. Now coming to accommodation. You don't have to worry about the stays. There are plenty of tea houses available throughout the trek. They are very basic but comfortable. If you are trekking during peak seasons like October or April, then you might have to pre-book. But if you're going in a shoulder seasons like I did, then you don't have to worry about the stay. I booked almost all my stays on the spot. Now let's talk about budget. For Indians, permit costs 1000 NPR. You will get it very easily at Nepal Tourism Board office. Carry a passport or voter ID and 2 photographs. Stays will cost you 300 to 500 NPR. Stays come with Wi-Fi, hot shower, charging points, etc. As you move higher up the trek, you will have to pay for these facilities separately. Now, food will be your major expense. It can cost somewhere between 2000 to 2200 NPR per day. To give you an idea, a plate of dal bhat, which you will probably be having twice a day, costs somewhere around 700 to 900 NPR. And yes, the higher you go, the more expensive it gets. So yeah, these are the major expenses. I spent almost 25,000 NPR from Pokhara to Pokhara. If you are coming from India, 100 rupee notes are accepted in cities like Kathmandu and Pokhara. A lot of vendors in cities also accept Google Pay. But exchange enough cash for the trek because in the villages only Nepali currency will be accepted. You will find plenty of currency exchange counters both in Pokhara and Kathmandu. What to pack? Now this could be a separate video itself, but I will try to tell you the basic items you need to carry. Starting with basic clothing, which includes 2 trek pants, 2 quick dry t-shirts and undergarments. For warm clothes, you can pack 1 fleece, 1 down jacket and warm socks, 1 pair of trekking shoes, 1 pair of sandals. Apart from all this, don't forget to carry a poncho, sunglasses and a sun cap. Carry some basic medicines for fever, body ache, cold. You can pack Diamox for AMS. And do not forget to pack water cleaning tablets because water can get very expensive during the trek.
You can pause the video and take a screenshot.
Alright, let's get into one of the biggest decisions for this trek, to go solo or with an agency. And here is my honest take. If you are reasonably fit and have done a few treks before, then doing ABC alone is totally doable because that's how I did it. But if you are a complete beginner and someone who feels unsure about navigating alone, then I would highly recommend going with a guide or a reliable agency. This will make your experience way more comfortable and safer. So that was my solo Annapurna Base Camp trek, one of the most beautiful and rewarding journeys I have done so far.
And just like that, after 9 days and almost 85 kilometers, the trek was complete.
Whether you decide to go solo or with a guide, I hope this video helps you plan better and gives you that extra push to finally do it. If you found this helpful, do give it a like. You can leave your questions in the comment section. I will try to answer them as much as I can. And don't forget to subscribe for more travel and trekking content. See you in the next one. Happy trekking!